Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, welcome to this episode of the Perceptual Shift Show. My name is James Quine, and this is my brother
Robbie. I'm a perceptual shifter as well, and to back it off, back it up.
Back it off. To
That
back it
was
up.
weird. To back it up,
To reinforce the idea that you're a perceptual shifter, you are also a...
to support that,
support. I like support.
I am also a life lover, and this is my
Life
life loving brew of black coffee, my little buzz for the day.
I'm trying not to do like a crazy slurpy thing when I do that, like, you know, because that freaks people out.
I did a micro slurp. Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right, so we are perceptual shifters. We are
right.
life lovers. This show is all about, if you haven't been here before, this show is about the book, The Perceptual Shift, How to Love Your Life and Manifest Abundance. I wrote the book with some help from my brother Robbie.
And a little help from Kona the dog.
Yes, I got help from Annie, my daughter, and Randy, and lots of people contributed.
Right.
Even Chris's mom helped me out. She
Wow.
definitely did some help. So shout out to everybody that contributed with this book. I appreciate it. The effort of this book, or not the effort, but the purpose behind the book is to share the loving of life that I have found for myself through perceptually shifting with other people, so that we can share our experience, strength, and hope.
Right.
So that others can have the opportunity to perceptually shift away from the problem into the solution.
Boom.
Away from negativity into positivity.
Right.
Away from hurt, resentment, anger, and self-pity into love.
Flick off that self-pity.
Right. So if that's something you would like to do,
Yeah.
you'd like to share with us, we encourage you to come here and take a listen. Today, we are going to be reading from the book. Each episode, except when we have guests,
Right.
we read a page or a couple pages, a section basically of the book, which is sometimes a page, 1 or 2 or 3 pages. And then we answer the questions. It is a workbook. So as you can see, there are areas to write in
Right.
the book. And what's I going to say? We're going to do, I think before we get too far into it,
Yeah, I like you forgot something, dude.
I think we're gonna musically perceptually shift, which is how we start our show, by shifting
Get into the heart chakra, get in the love zone.
melodically shifting.
To really get into that zone fully, we apply our perceptual shift lenses here, as you can see, which are very fabulous.
And just so people listening know, Robbie's been playing guitar since he was a young kid. Not young like Carl Jung,
Right.
but actually young.
A little whippersnapper.
Yeah, and I only started playing guitar when I was 50 years old, so not that long ago. Well, it doesn't feel like that long ago. But he taught me, and some other friends taught me.
You dove into it head first with reckless abandon, with
I
a
love
big
it.
open heart.
You've
Been practicing. You practice every day, don't you?
Yeah. It's trippy.
Pretty much?
With those glasses. Wow. I practice. I play the guitar almost every day, if not multiple times a day.
You're rocking the butterfly lenses, which I like.
You like the
because it
butterflies?
represents, transformation, coming out of the
Absolutely.
cocoon, reinventing ourselves.
Absolutely.
I think it's cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
You got your tambourine. You got
I am
everything
very.
dialed in?
You don't have to ask me twice.
Okay. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Shift Show. Get ready for the mind flow. You're gonna see the world in a brand new way. We'll show you how to love life. Eliminate your strife. You'll manifest all that you desire. The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now that was good.
That was awesome.
Because we waited a second after the grind to do the ding.
It was a little
pull off
cliffhanger, build up the drama.
I really love the fact that we play it new, fresh every
Me too.
episode.
I mean, I thought at first we should have a really slick, cool recording of it.
Well, that's actually what Luann suggested.
I agree.
Right? She said, I love having a cool recording of it, but playing it not only challenges us in the moment because we're playing and we're not going to redo it over and over again it is what it is, but also it gets us in the mood.
That's what I think. I think it's like therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
It opens my heart. It opens my throat. I just kind of relax.
Playing music and singing makes me happy.
Me too.
So
it's a perceptual shift on a sonic level.
Exactly. All right, so good. We got the song done. So now a quick announcement before we get into it. If you would like the book, and I'm not saying this, because I want to make money or I want to, have your money or I want you to spend money on me or whatever. I'm saying this because some people might enjoy having the book.
Right.
They might enjoy doing the work. It's very cathartic. For me, it is.
That's
really
an understatement. It's transformative. It's reinventing myself. This doesn't happen on autopilot, this attitude adjustment. Yeah. I do it every day, several times a day.
Yeah. And, for those listening, at the time of recording this podcast, we are actually, for the first time, going through the book.
Right.
And on Saturdays, we have a workshop where we actually go through the book and we answer questions, we do readings, and we have been doing that for, a couple of weeks now?
About 4? Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So we have not even finished going through the book.
We're doing it with you guys.
We're doing it with you guys. So yeah, and you're always welcome to join that. That's on Zoom, and the information is in this podcast episode. It's listed here. It's also on my Instagram and TikTok. We do an announcement every week that the show's coming on Saturdays, 3 p.m.
Right.
California time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The actual password, you need to DM me or reach out in the comments and ask me for it. I don't put it public because it is a very intimate experience.
Very, yes.
And we don't want Zoom crashers coming in and creating a problem, which has happened before.
Yeah, this is not like Romper Room. We're digging deep here. What did you think of this week's Saturday meeting that we had?
They get better and better every time.
I was knocked out at the one before, and this one I was knocked out even more.
It's great. I'm also finding mistakes in the book, which is kind of interesting for me because
it's
even
humbling.
though we went through it, this is the first book I've ever written, even though we went through it many times and had other people proofread it, we're finding mistakes. Now, I'm an avid reader, so I probably go through a book every week, maybe every 3 or 4 days, maybe every 10 days, but I always catch mistakes.
You're
in
reading
books that I
it.
read.
You're like a bathtub reader.
I'm a bathtub. I start reading in the bath when I wind my day down, and then I take my book into my bed and I fall asleep reading.
Right.
And I'm used to seeing mistakes in books. I don't think there's many books that I've read that didn't have a mistake or two. But catching your own mistakes is great because with Amazon, what you're allowed to do is when you find the mistakes, you can correct the mistakes and you can just upload a new version of it. So each time I find a mistake, and if anybody finds mistakes in their books, they're welcome to let me know.
Shout out to Amazon.
Shout out to Amazon. Let me know. The other thing I want to say, if you want a signed copy of the book, you can reach out to me in the comments or DM me, and I will be happy to. I have books, so I can sign one personally to you or to somebody else that you love and that you want to give the book as a gift to.
I am a proud owner of a signed copy by my brother, and it's got a high vibration. I love it.
It does. So I can do that for you. And then lastly, I wanted to say, if you do like the podcast, follow, subscribe. And I only say that because I think that the more people that like and follow and subscribe, the more YouTube sort of spreads the message of life loving and manifesting abundance.
Right.
And also when you subscribe, you get notified when the next podcast is up. So, final. Life hacks on my Instagram and TikTok sort of support everything in this book. And
I am a huge fan of the life hacks. Huge.
Yeah, they're just, ways to make your life flow a little nicer.
What is your favorite? You know, my favorite life hack is the hula hoop.
Oh, the hula hoop.
Yes.
I think that's my favorite too because I got in the hula hoop. I want to do more of those
I know.
types
You
of things. Yeah.
visually displayed it. It was great.
All right. So
shout out to life hacks.
And shout out to hula hoops. Okay. All right. So let's get into it.
All right.
Page 7. If you've got the book. Oh, yeah. One of the mistakes. If
Oh,
you have
wait a minute.
What?
Kindle.
Oh, yeah. The book is also on
Kindle for only a couple of rupees.
$2.99.
Yep.
And if you do the Kindle, you won't be able to write in it.
Correct.
So make sure.
You got to have a notebook on the side. Just get
journal.
a cheap notebook or journal, and because you're going to be doing some writing.
Yeah. Okay. And
no pain, no gain, people.
If you have one of the newer versions before I made the corrections, one of the mistakes I found is the page numbers. They started over again. So they started over again at page 14.
Bizarre.
It went 14, 13.
Now
14,
it's going back
15.
in time. Yeah, it's
So,
bizarre.
those are collector's editions, obviously. Okay, but we're going on 7.
Little humility for us here.
We're going on 7. And page 7 is perception drives decisions. In other words, the way we perceive things will affect the decisions that we make. Our choices are deeply influenced by how we perceive the world. For instance, someone who views life through a lens of abundance may take bold risks and embrace opportunities, trusting that there's always more to gain. In contrast, someone who sees the world as scarce may hoard resources and avoid risks, driven by a fear of loss. Research in behavioral economics supports this idea. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky's prospect theory demonstrates that people's decisions are shaped more by the perception of potential losses than by equivalent gains, often leading to irrational choices or missed opportunities. I don't know about you, but I interpret that paragraph as fear, oftentimes for many of us, has a more profound effect on the way we live our lives, the decisions we make, and how we behave and think and feel than happiness and joy and whatever. Right. It feels like those are, if you have a scale with a level like 1 to 10, your happiness and joy is getting up there at 6 or 7 or 8, but fear can be hitting 10 all the time. And to illustrate this example, I went out gambling when I was younger to, where was it? I went to the Paradise Hotel and Casino in the Bahamas.
Wow.
It was a gift that Mom gave me
right.
for graduating from the University of Southern California. And I was like, great. So I went, I think it was the first trip I actually took by myself, which was a little bit nervous because I didn't love myself a whole bunch. And I usually distracted myself with other people, and I fed off of what they were giving to sort of make me feel good. And,
right.
And so I went there anyway by myself. And I remember unpacking, and at that point I was still reading a lot and so forth. Took out my book and took out my stuff. I was in a hotel room by myself, and I sort of sat there for a second. I said, "What would you like to do, James?" And it felt really weird. So I thought, well, let's go check out that casino.
Right. Why not?
And I thought, I'm going to bring $50 over there, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
So, I played a few slot games and a few things, and about 8 minutes later, the $50 was gone. And I thought to myself, that was the worst use of $50. I mean, this is like back in 1987.
Right, when $50
like that
was like $200.
Yeah, and I'm like, that was a waste of money to me. And I think Mom gave me like $300 or something like that of spending money on the trip.
Right.
And I'm like, that I could have thought of a million better ways to spend that $50.
Yeah, me too.
So the idea is that, and I've gambled a few times since then. I was on a cruise ship once, and I went to Reno with the kids. And,
Lake Tahoe and stuff.
The joy of winning is not nearly as emotional for me as the pain of losing. And I believe that's what this study is referring to.
Wow.
That people's decisions are shaped more by the perception of potential losses.
Right.
Or maybe real losses than equivalent gains.
Yeah.
Okay, let me continue. Recognizing the role perception plays in our decision making empowers us to pause, question automatic reactions, and make intentional choices that align with our values. Simply becoming aware of this influence, just becoming aware of it, can open the door to a life rooted in happiness, abundance, and inner peace, or equanimity, we can say.
Right.
And unlock extraordinary possibilities. So, this paragraph tells us that once you become aware of what we're speaking to, and we begin to recognize the difference between responding and reacting, responding with clarity, pausing when agitated, and making sort of an informed decision as to how we are going to respond.
Right.
Then just knowing this, even if we're not doing this, helps us to realize when our reactions are creating a problem for us in our life.
Right.
And it's pretty easy to see because you can look at the other person's facial expression after you speak, and you can see if you've created some drama.
It's literally written on their face.
It's written on their face. They can't hide it.
Yeah.
Usually they can't hide it. So the question is this on this page. Do you usually make decisions from a place of fear and scarcity today rather than trust and abundance? I'm asking you.
Well, I have an answer, but it's not today. It's from the past.
Okay, but today,
oh, okay.
Yes or no? Fear and scarcity, or trust and abundance? Where are you coming from typically? Your decisions.
I lean towards trust and abundance because I've put my hand on the hot stove so many times with the fear and burned my fingers to nubs, smoking nubs, that I don't put my hand on the hot stove anymore.
Yeah, did you?
And I don't like the emotional hangover from the fear at all. It's really a drag. And it takes me a lot of work to get out of it. Like once I fall into that pit, I have to crawl my way out of it, and it's a drag. And then
can you show everybody those fingers just so they can see?
Oh, the nubs.
The nubs? Yeah, they're all gnarled and burned up.
Yeah, and smoke. You got to imagine.
It's a great analogy, though.
That's what it feels like to me on a spiritual level. Yeah,
and burning them now that we're perceptually shifting,
right?
Now that we're
I know I have a
mindset,
choice. Yeah,
is very upsetting.
It's a downer, man.
Because we're, at least for me, I feel like I know better.
It's an anti-ding.
It's anti-ding. The beautiful thing about it is that when I do it with somebody else, and I put my foot in my mouth, so to speak, or I react rather than respond, and I see that look on their face, I can make amends.
Right.
And amends aren't scary or uncomfortable to make anymore.
No.
They feel...
They're liberating.
Exactly. Liberating is a great word. It feels victorious for me when I make an amend, because I'm cleaning it up so quickly that I don't need to have it sit in my gut, the feeling that I hurt somebody.
And your fingers don't have time to burn on the hot stove.
Yeah. Back in the day when I felt it in my gut, because I knew I was hurting other people, what my brain would do is I'd focus on the hurt that they did to me to get out of recognizing and dealing with the pain that I was causing.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
It's this.
Yes.
The blame game.
Yes.
Yawn.
But even if, no matter how much I blamed them and no matter how much they made amends, I still felt uncomfortable because my stuff was still inside of my gut.
Right.
And it wasn't until I cleaned house,
took
a thorough inventory of what was going on and the harms that I have caused others, and made amends to the best of my ability. Some of them weren't even alive anymore.
Right.
That I was able to finally be released from this. And I know this is a bit of an aside, but I really do want to say that I feel that unless I spent that time uncovering and discovering and discarding those past hurts that I had caused to the world, and particularly to people I loved, right, I would never have been able to really, truly love myself and love life and love other people the way that I do now. So I'm so grateful that I've dug deep and done that. And that's a lot of what this book will do. Uncover, discover, and discard.
Yeah, and Drop the Rock kind of came to mind too. It's like, who wants to have a bag full of heavy rocks? They talk about emotional baggage. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Exactly.
That's a drag schlepping that around.
So answering the question for myself, do I make decisions from a place of fear and scarcity rather than trust and abundance? What happens for me is the feeling of fear or scarcity, like, with the pandemic or
right,
losing a business or financial stock market things, sure, if you've got money, it comes into my head.
Yeah.
And then it goes from my head and it attacks my heart.
Right.
And then it starts creeping into my body.
Yeah.
And then all of the perceptual shifting stuff kicks in.
Right.
And I go, this is not a comfortable feeling.
Yeah,
for me.
Exactly. Reset. Bing.
Yeah. And I'll reset it, and it might come in, and it might come in. A great example is when I got the new truck back in 2017. It was a couple of weeks after I was taking a broken barbecue back to Home Depot because I had a warranty. I drove out of my house, and we have like a barn door with a big beam. It's a garage. It's not a garage. It's a driveway gate.
Yeah, it clipped the top of the gate, right?
It hit the gate, and I heard it go
loudly.
Crash!
Yeah.
And I knew instantly,
right, that
I had not only just smashed the barbecue beyond recognition,
right,
which means I wouldn't be able to bring it back.
Right.
It wouldn't be warranted.
That idea's over. Yeah.
But I could tell that I did some damage to this new truck.
And the gate, right?
Nothing to the gate,
okay,
really.
That's good.
And then, so I got out of the truck, and I took a deep breath, and I thought to myself, this is going to be uncomfortable. Please don't be too hard on yourself.
Good.
I walked over there, and I saw the big scratch on the back of the bed, and the smash at the top of it, and I felt sad.
Sure. That's normal.
I felt disappointed in myself. I didn't feel like a loser per se, but I felt like, why couldn't you pay attention a little bit more, James? And then I said immediately when that thought came in, just like we're talking about this scarcity and this mindset, I said, hey, it's a mistake.
There you go.
We're going to be making those for the rest of our life.
Thank you. Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself. And then I thought, okay, I'm probably going to feel this feeling more than once about
every time you see the dent,
the tail of the scar.
Yeah, it's going to.
But just get back to love. Get back to love and treat yourself with
there you
kindness.
Go. Yeah, don't make a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah. So, do I make decisions from a place of fear and scarcity? I usually catch myself these days.
Good.
And I feel the feelings, but I don't make decisions from them.
Right.
It's like when people come to me and I'm mentoring somebody and they say, I'm so upset at my girlfriend or my wife, and I'm gonna let her know that, and I'm like, well, how do you feel at this moment? And they're like, angry, upset. I'm like, maybe don't make any decisions in this moment. Making a decision from a place...
I would have dinged, but I had tea in my hand.
Can you do it with your mouth? Ding?
No.
All right. Making decisions from a place of discomfort, whether it's fear, self-pity, sadness, loneliness, any of those feelings come up, I highly dissuade anybody from sending the text, making the phone call, or even opening their mouth.
Pause when agitated.
Exactly. Take the time to get yourself aligned with the universe.
Take a breath. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do a little meditation. Do a little exercise.
Bravo.
Maybe, have a glass of water. Calm down. Take a little nap.
That's a great idea. The
Yeah.
nap. Yeah. Just
unplug
for a second.
Give yourself some space.
Sure.
So that's what I do when the fear or scarcity feeling comes up. And then I move my way into trust and abundance. And here's how I move my way in, just to say. I do it by recognizing the abundance I already have in my life. And saying, look at how much abundance you have in your life today, James. You can move your hands. You can move your feet. You have 2 hands, 5 fingers on each hand.
Yeah.
You have 2 feet. You have your legs. You can walk.
Yeah.
You have your hair.
Mm-hmm.
You have your, you have people that love you. You love people. You're no longer addicted to drugs or alcohol.
And you start on the Love Hotel.
I got the chance to be on the Love Hotel.
Don't forget that one.
And fell in love with Luann.
That's right.
We don't, in case you didn't see it. Maybe
spoiler alert.
Doesn't mean that I'm with her or anything. I just started liking her. Anyway, spoiler alert. Okay, so the next question is, if you do or have ever made a decision from a place of fear and scarcity, if you've ever made a decision from that place, rather than trust and abundance, are you ready now to shift those types of decisions with the confidence that everything will work out for the best? In other words, with the idea going through your head that even though I feel this way, I know I'm going to be okay. Right. Is that the place you'd like to be in?
Yes. And perceptually shifting. Sometimes I'm a very visual person. So sometimes I actually imagine myself shifting into a different gear. Yeah.
I like that.
And instead of those old patterns repeating over and over again that probably never really worked. Why am I still using all those fear-based kind of... Yeah, it feels a little scary sometimes, the attitude adjustment for me. But this was a perfect example of the barbecue thing.
Yes.
Because, and by the way, your truck is still sexy. It looks pretty good. You look good in that truck.
It's got a few more scrapes and bumps, but I'm okay with it.
But I mean, considering you take the banana trees to the dump and do all that stuff.
I saw that truck when I was in Santa Monica, and I was thinking, like in 2016, and I thought to myself, that is a beautiful truck.
Yeah, that's
even though it's a small truck. You have a nice truck too.
Thanks.
I like small trucks.
Mine's kind of sexy too.
Yeah. Anyone listening, it's a gray 2017
Ford Maverick.
No, yours is a blue.
Oh,
is yours blue or gray?
Mine's gray.
Oh, his is a Ford. Yours is a Ford Maverick, but yours is like a 20.
Oh, you were talking about yours?
Yours is a newer one. It's like right when the Maverick came out. Mine is a 2017 gray GMC Canyon.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more butch.
It's a little bit bigger than his.
Yeah,
but,
it's a little bigger.
It's not a full-size truck.
It's not giant, but it's a little bigger.
No, and it's nice to have the 4 doors.
Size matters. I'm looking at that cup.
Yeah, that's my cup. Okay, so, God, I was thinking of something for a second, but I was thinking of the analogy. So if you haven't figured it out yet, if you haven't watched a lot of these shows, Rob is the analogy guy. What's the analogy with the fear train thing? What is it?
Right, don't get on the fear train.
What is the fear train?
When it pulls up, the fear train it's not really a train, but it's a state of mind of letting fear drive you. I start with a fear-based thought, I get on the fear train, and it starts going to another thought, and pretty soon, before you know it, my whole day sucks.
What's the conductor saying?
The conductor says, "Come on, get on the fear train.
You
don't need a ticket.
It's
all aboard.
We'll have a great time.
Yes, it's going to be wonderful. Jump on in.
Very dramatic here.
No charge. Charge. Come on in.
Yes, we can get mad at people too.
Bring all your friends. Yeah, misery loves company.
Yeah.
So, don't get on the fear train.
Yeah, and I have an analogy about trains too, but it's not really about trains. It's about the train crossing, and that is that in my mind, when I get angry, I visualize
Danger.
the danger thing. Yeah.
Right.
What anger is one letter away from danger.
Right.
But I visualize those bars coming down.
Yeah,
ding,
yeah.
ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding,
exactly.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
and the lights flashing.
Yeah.
And, if I'm not in a healthy
That's a
place,
good analogy, yeah.
I think to myself, I can get through there before the bars go all the way down. I can rush this.
Yeah, I'll do the limbo and go.
And the whole thing is telling me it's dangerous if you continue moving forward.
Right.
From a place of anger.
Sure.
Which is really what this page is saying.
Yeah.
Are we coming from a place of fear and scarcity? And fear and anger are very connected too.
Exactly. And it's also saying tap the brakes when I'm
Yes.
angry. Tap the brakes.
And if you're in a place of scarcity, make a gratitude list.
Thank
and you'll
you.
quickly discover it's not so scarce.
I do it every day. Have fun with it.
Exactly.
Feels good.
Yeah.
It sounds nerdy to write a gratitude list and a gratitude journal, but it feels good.
Yeah.
It makes me feel lighter. And I think it's a big deal to be above dirt. I woke up with another day of life. Today's my birthday.
It is your birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank
bro.
you. I wrote that on my gratitude journal too, and I was sharing with James before we got started. It's like that was like some sprinkled sugar on top of the cupcake of life.
Yeah.
I get another year of life.
Yeah. And some people
No fronts.
Some people
Today's my actual birthday.
Some people get upset when they get that they're 40 or they turn 50 or they
Yeah,
turn 60 or they turn 70. I look at it like I can't believe I'm alive and doing this well. It's amazing. Look at our life.
2 dings for that one.
Yeah.
Every day is a gift. The present moment, the present, the gift, wink, wink.
Yeah.
It really is a gift.
Yeah.
Life is a gift, even with all the problems. I consider them quality problems. That makes a big difference for me.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Do you feel that way?
I feel exactly that way. And I'm hoping to be here doing this podcast.
Did you think when Kona barfed on the stairs it was a quality problem? Yes, because you have a dog that you love.
I love Kona, but I'm also glad that her body works so well to let her know when something doesn't agree with her, she can get out. And it was
Shout
no
out
big
to
deal
Kona.
to clean it out. It was no big deal.
Right.
It was an opportunity to be of service.
Yeah, exactly.
What I was going to say is
And you didn't slip down the stairs and barf, which is nice.
And neither of us stepped in it. Hold on. I'm trying to say something.
Okay.
I hope to be doing this podcast with all of you and you, bro, when we're 120.
This is
on birthday number 120.
Today is a barf cast, by the way. No, just kidding.
He's going down the drain with the barf.
Barf jokes.
Okay, so we finished the page, everybody. The page is done. The questions are done.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. And now we're going to bring a brand new song with a brand new melody that you have never heard before. If you haven't been to this show.
There's no sarcasm in that at all.
Not at all. If you've been to this show before, then you know a little bit about this outro song as we bring this episode to a conclusion.
Hold on, I'm having an pick. Okay, here we go.
You got your glasses
Technical.
on? You got your...
Lord.
Okay. I got my butterflies.
Talk about being 120 years old. You're like, your brain is...
Here comes my butterflies.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Wait, before we go, what was the name of that show? Superfly? Was it Superflies? Can I call these Superflies?
They are Superflies.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. That kind of has a 70s glam element, which I absolutely love. Now you've heard the Shift Show. I hope you got your mind blown. We'll be back next week with more to say. And if you are a seeker, by the book, dig deeper. Take what you like and now go out and play. Yeah! The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost perfect.
Almost perfect. You came in a little before me.
All right. It sounded good, though.
And I actually had to turn my pick upside down.
That's good.
To get that.
To properly grind, the perceptual grind.
Yeah. All right. And before we let you go, one more announcement.
Yeah.
It's the same announcement we made earlier in the show. And that is that if you would like to get a copy of the Perceptual Shift book. It's available on Amazon.com. You can get the hardback, the softback, or
you can get the Kindle for only a couple of rupees.
$2.99 specifically.
Yeah, it's a good
closer
deal.
To 3 rupees.
Okay.
So a couple sounds like 2.
All right. I want to be rigorously honest. It's 2.5 rupees.
2.99 to be specific.
And just go to like CVS or some store and get a little notebook to write in. And if a question speaks to you, I advise just diving in and writing. Sometimes I write 2 pages in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I like something. Some of these questions are very deep.
Yeah, so you have that option. You can also reach out to me. You can comment in this podcast, or you can DM me on Instagram.
And
or
where
TikTok.
Are you going to be on Saturday?
Saturday we do the workshop, the Perceptual Shift workshop. So we'll both be there.
Yeah,
on Zoom.
We're on Zoom.
The link is in this podcast. Yep. And if you comment and you ask me for the password, I will give it to you. And you can come join us there every Saturday. We'll be around, answering questions, doing the readings, doing the writings ourselves.
Exactly. We're sharing. We're doing the same work you guys are doing.
Instagram and TikTok, you can find me at James M for Michael Quine, Quine. We hope to see you next time. And remember, loving life isn't necessarily about loving every single thing that happens to you.
Let's keep it real. Yes.
There are going to be some uncomfortable moments, and you're going to stub your toe.
You're going to also crash your barbecue from time to time.
Yeah, and scrape your car.
Right.
But what it means is that we love being alive, and we love our lives. We really are in love with the life that we're living.
Right.
And if you're not there yet, hopefully this work can bring you there.
That's
to a place where you love your life. And doing some of the rituals at the back of the book, by the way, there's a whole bunch of life-loving rituals in the back of the book. And those are rituals that I do myself every day to love my life.
And we got those fantastic life hacks.
We got fantastic life hacks too. So part of how we love our lives is we take contrary action, or we just do something that brings us into that place. Even if we don't love our lives right now, if we aspire to love our lives, if you want to love your lives, then do this with us. Because we're going to do it on the count of 3. We're going to say, I love my life, right? So are you ready?
It's our little mantra around here.
It's our mantra. Are you ready to do it?
Yes, I am always ready to love my life.
1, 2, 3. I love my life! Thank you, everybody.
Ow!
See you next time. The Perceptual Shift Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa.